Hello guys, and welcome to another video, and this video is going to be on 1.1.3 input, output and storage devices. And first of all, we need to know what an input device is for this topic. An input device is a device that can be used to take information from the outside world and put it into a computer system. So imagine when we're typing our keyboard, we press the keyboard and then the key comes up on the computer. We're taking information from the outside world and we're putting it into a computer system. And there's multiple types of input devices. There's keyboards, mouses, webcams, microphones and barcode scanners and much more. There's even scanners. So it's not just limited to that, but the overall definition is right there. Then we also have what an output device is, and an output device is is a device that takes data represented in a digital form from a computer system and makes it in a form which humans can actually understand. And like examples are images and sound and vibration feedback and much more. So when we have our monitors or TVs, we're getting feedback. With AirPods or headphones, we're getting sound feedback, speakers, printers, and much more. There's more than the ones listed here. And then we also, so that's the input and output section, but now we're going to go through storage. So storage devices, a storage device temporarily or permanently stores data. It can be internal or external to a computer system. Let's go through optical storage first. Optical storage is a way where optical media is read from or written to with lasers. Optical storage media, such as CDs, hold data by having pits and lands. And in this image right here, is an example of what a pit and a land is. Pit being the inside, the little indent, that will be 0, and the lands will be 1 in a binary form. One optical storage type is a CD, which is also known as a compact disc. They're often used to store audio, such as music. They are also able to store small amount of data, and they are small and lightweight in shape. Another optical media is DVDs. DVDs are also known as digital versatile disc. They're basically the same format as same form factor as CDs. They have higher storage capacity, so they are great for video and movies and files with much more larger capacities. And then you have another optical media called Blu-ray, and it has 5 times the storage of DVDs. They are often used to store games, films, and even more larger capacity files. Let's go through what a magnetic storage device is. The way magnetic storage devices work is that binary is represented in magnetic form, either in 2 magnetic polar states, polarized and unpolarized. Polarized meaning 1 and unpolarized representing 0 in binary form. The right head, so the little thing here, right head, passes over the platter, passing over regions, and then it can read the magnetic poles, which are scattered randomly across the platter. One magnetic storage type is hard drives. They're also known as HDDs. They hold large amounts of data, so around 500 gigabytes to 1 terabyte. They're often used as a cheap alternative to an SSD. They are very delicate. If you drop it, you're probably going to break it because the internal components are just very weak. They also have really slow transfer speeds compared to SSDs. And then you have magnetic tape, which is really old. It was magnetic tape wound onto a reel, and they were used in the 1950s. And they basically do the same thing. They hold the polarized states on them to create up data, but they were used a really long time ago. Another one which was used a really long time ago is floppy disk, but you also need to know this. They're basically thin magnetic disks. They're thin, lightweight, and they hold around 1 megabyte to 200 megabytes. And now let's go to a different storage type. We have flash storage. Flash storage, which is made up of silicon semiconductors. So made up of like NAND and NOR gates. They are used to store data. They have two types of electrical states, high and low. High representing 1 in binary form and low representing 0 in binary form. Flash is non-volatile, which means that the data is not lost when powered off. One really well-known flash storage type is solid-state storage, also known as SSD. They're light, portable, and have multiple sizes, just like HDDs. They're more resistant, so if you drop it, it will be less likely to break, unlike HDD, because that has moving parts, and the SSD doesn't have moving parts compared to that. SSDs are much more expensive, and the lifespan can be an issue after multiple read and writes. They can just degrade. And then we have RAM and ROM. RAM is random access memory. The main memory, super fast. It holds datas and programs that are currently being used by the computer. RAM is much more faster than flash storage, which allows it to run applications really fastly instead of running it off flash storage, and allows for fast execution. RAM is volatile, which means when the power is out or the computer system's turned off, there's no data in RAM. Then we also have ROM, which is read-only memory. It cannot be changed. It's non-volatile. It holds the BIOS or bootstrap. Basically, it's the instructions to let the computer turn on. And we have virtual storage and virtual storage types. So kind of like your Google Drive and iCloud, any storage device that can be accessed remotely. So the way this works is through abstraction of multiple drives and computers, where you can just log in, put your files on there, and then you can access it remotely. But the issue with this, it can be costly, often put behind a subscription and stuff like that. And that's the entire topic. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.